Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the air mattress. My flip-flop came off. The air mattress is back, guys. The air mattress is back. I'm trying to filter the word guys out of my vocabulary. I feel like sometimes I talk too much like an old YouTuber. I use guys too much. Imagine for a second that you're an astronaut and think about all of the hard work that you put in so you can go into space, so you can earn that title of an astronaut. Then imagine, as you are already in space, you're informed that you're gonna be stuck in space for another 9 months. Then imagine after the 9 months you come back down to Earth and you're made fun of for looking weird. Then a couple more months later, 6 women go into a very phallic-shaped spaceship into space, then proceed to make claims that they've made history and have inspired all the women across the globe. Well, then I have some good news for you. You don't have to imagine it, because it happened already. Hey, how's it going, guys? Today, I want to talk about celebrities. We all know them. It seems like the further we get into the year, the more we are reminded of our own financial shortcomings. Hobbies are getting more expensive and celebrities don't even really entertain us anymore. They just get on the internet and remind us that we will never get the opportunity to come down from space and be purchased a $7,000 luxurious purse from a Kardashian. Since I'm an adult now, I'm finally going through all of the grown-up stuff. A crashing economy and inflated pricings. Heck, I didn't think I'd be old enough to want to eat the rich either, but here we are. I don't think we can eat the rich this time though. I've already had enough microplastics. Oh, I forgot to do a booger check. That's a booger right there. I honestly thought that I've seen it all. When that internet celebrity did the let them eat cake thing at the Met Gala, I was surprised that she was surprised that those people wanted to chop her head off. It's canon to the history. Miss, the angry mob are gonna burst through that door at any moment now. You have to take back what you said. What's wrong with saying let them eat cake? Everything is wrong with that phrase. I just thought it was an innuendo for eating ass. No! That's never been a thing. Fine, I'll take it back. Hurry! Now what am I gonna do without this cat? Celebrities have always been tone deaf to a certain degree, but sending 6 rich women into space really raised the bar. Let them eat cake? Nah, that's old. Let them take space. I'm not joking. That's something that they actually, that's what they called themselves. They called themselves the Taking Up Space Crew. Probably taking up all that space from them BBLs they all get. I don't know if they all have BBLs. Did you guys know that BBLs stink? It's like, duh. Why didn't I think of that? Why didn't I think that BBLs, cause I've never been around anyone with the BBL before. But it makes sense that they stink. Did you know that the butt gets hard? What am I talking about? But yes, they're the Taking Up Space Crew. The craziest part about the Taking Up Space Crew is that only 2 out of the 6 women were actual rocket scientists. This is for sure the most celebrity tone deaf moment of all time. The most rich person tone deafness that could ever exist. Because what makes the tone deafness so deaf is the audacity that all 6 of these women brought with them out of the ship when they landed back on Earth. They all believe that they have inspired the masses and also believe that they have made history for women in the space field. Huh? Look, I already know that you haven't, so I'm just gonna suggest it. Watch Hidden Figures. Women are most of the reason that we are able to travel to space in the first place. You learned this in middle school. So they take off into space. Dude, it's probably going to rank as one of the worst videos ever posted on the internet. So they fly into space, and this was broadcasted live apparently, and you watch them go into space for 11 minutes. And as soon as they get into the outer atmosphere, they spend the whole time Katy Sperry. And what was the last thing a victim said at a Katy concert? Katy, spare me. Okay, I'm done. I'll get up. I'm gone. I'm sorry. And Katy spends the whole time staring and emoting at the camera, flaunting a fucking daisy. They went to space to not look at space. You can't make this shit up. They tried their hardest to make this specific moment seem like the biggest inspirational moment to happen in human history, when in reality, this was the biggest piece of nothing to ever be produced. Yeah, taking up space on my fucking SD card. After this video still has a lot more to go. It seemed like they didn't give a single fuck about where they were because they were too busy trying to clip farm in front of the thousands of cameras that were also inside of that spaceship. Also, I almost forgot, Katy Perry announced her tour on the spaceship as well. I don't know if you guys cared. No. I for sure didn't. And joke's on her, That camera has the same image quality as a bank in 2024. The text is non-legible. You can't read it whatsoever. So I guess you can say that God works in mysterious ways. Do you know how much this takes away from the women in that field who 100% deserves an opportunity like this over fucking Taylor Swift? Taylor Swift. I'm projecting. Katy Perry. It'd be greedy as hell if Taylor Swift also wanted to go into space. She's already responsible for enough fuel being burnt. I don't think she's gonna add more. Even Katy Perry's prep video before taking off into space is a load of garbage. To summarize, they took the opportunity because for all 6 of them it was some sort of calling, and for Katy Perry, she tried to play it off as if it was some spiritual calling.
T-minus 1 day before I go to space. I think if you know me, you know that I'm always looking for little confirmations from the heavens, from my guides, from my angels, from my higher self. So when I was invited to come on this voyage, I looked up the capsule, and the capsule on the very front of it is the outline in the shape of a feather. And when I saw that, it was like a total confirmation because my mom has always called me Feather. And they reveal the capsule name, and the capsule's name is Tortoise. It's like, whoa, what?
What are the chances that I'm going to space on a rocket in a capsule with my symbol, the feather, called Tortoise?
There are no coincidences, and I'm just so grateful for these confirmations and so grateful that I feel like something bigger than me.
As if the universe wanted her to float inside a dick-shaped pod so she could announce her fucking music tour. So now let's get to the landing. They land. Sadly, no. That's crazy. I don't mean it. Everyone's just stressed out. Everybody calm down. Put your comment fingers down. Unless you want to say that I look snazzy today. But other than that, calm down. So they land, and Jeff Bezos is the one who has to open the door, right? He's trying to impress the spuds. Even though he's already in a relationship, his fiance was one of the writers. And I've never seen people make coming back from space look so lame. Do you know how fucking hard it is to make yourself look not cool coming out of a fucking spaceship? All 6 of them could probably make surviving an explosion look lame as well. His fiance comes out first, and she's crying about wanting to see her kids, and I don't blame her. Flying under Dunkel Trunk's presidency will probably make the strongest man clap when his plane lands. Then Katy Perry takes that damn flower, holds it into the sky as she looks up, and proceeds to follow an already embarrassing moment with an even more embarrassing moment by kissing the ground after. Katy Perry does not have the discography to be acting like this. And the rest of the passengers come out, but they're not famous, so they don't get to hug Jeff Bezos. And that kinda sucks because the only woman to actually make history on that ship was Amanda Nguyen. Amanda Nguyen, right?
So when we try to anglicize a diacritic tonal language such as Nguyen,
we're gonna say Nguyen. We're not even gonna try the tonal thing. I just started this YouTube channel, guys. So yeah, her name is Amanda Nguyen. Damn it, why does that sound wrong? Regardless, she is the first Vietnamese woman to ever go into space, which is incredible. Her story leading up to this event is pretty powerful, but it was diluted in a sea of mediocrity and tone deafness because of how she chose to go to space. And not only is she the only woman to make history on that ship, but she was one of the 2 actual rocket scientists on that ship. She accepted the flight knowing that she was going to be flying with these specific group of people. She acknowledges that she would have rather to have gone to space with her NASA buddies who are women. But because she is a pathological optimist, she chose to climb Cringe Mountain. Her words, not mine. But in English, what she really said was, fuck them, I'm going to space. And last but not least, we have Gail King. We all know her. Some of us know her. To make a long story short, she's Oprah's best friend. Her bit of controversy is summarized as this. Gail King got pretty upset because we called their trip a ride in space and not a journey or an expedition or an epic musical or something like that.
I don't like that people are calling it a ride. A ride, you know, you never see a male astronaut who's going up in space and they said, oh, he took a ride. We actually duplicated the route that Alan Shepard did. That's why it's called, this particular capsule is called the New Shepard. We duplicated that route.
I'm recording at this angle because I for sure have a booger in my nose. So what is this I'm hearing about you saying you're Michael Jackson? No, you don't get it. See, I actually took a shit in the same bathroom that Michael Jackson took a shit in back at Gary, Indiana. So that makes me Michael Jackson. What are you talking about? That wouldn't make you Michael Jackson. That would make I don't understand. Disgusting. It 100% makes me Michael Jackson.
No one said he took that ride. Yeah. It's always referred to as a flight or a journey.
Probably because it was a ride in space. Did she think we were also gonna label her an astronaut as well? We are here at Joshua News after a dangerous train collision was stopped by the town hero Joshua. Now Joshua, what was going on in your mind when you saw that this train was going off course? Well, I had to relax, firstly. Keeping my wits about me is what really helped me move to the front of the train as fast as possible. Incredible, I taught Duke Dennis that. Well, Joshua, I just wanted to thank you for saving this train and its passengers. No problem. Passenger? Anything for the people of Joshville. Passenger? That's not the name, by the way. If it wasn't for you, it could have been really catastrophic. Who are you calling a passenger? When a man gets on a train, he's called a hero. He's called a leader. It's not fair! I see, and who might you be? I'm Gail King, and I'm the conductor of this train. No, you aren't. The conductor passed out. That's why the train went haywire. I'm Gail King, and I'm the person who knocked out the conductor of this train.
There she is! Get her!
Entitlement is what I would use, for a lack of better words. This is all that these reactions are screaming to me. They feel as, just because they did something of this caliber, that they should be praised for it. Especially because of who they are and what they just did. Hello, we just went into space. We do not care. 6 rich people just went into space. How come nobody cares? But if they had an iota of common decency, they would understand that there are people, tons of people, struggling. Sorry, we can't glaze you guys for going into space. My ribcage is touching my spine. I haven't eaten in months. And they wouldn't be so upset if they were a lot more grateful for the experience that they were given. It's like they didn't even really care about being flown into space. They don't cherish space like actual astronauts do. Especially Katy Perry. She only got on the ship because the nickname of the ship were 2 nicknames that her mother called her. Whole time that was a lie. She did it for like $60 million, I think. I can't find the thing. It was a leak. You got to trust me on this one. And for all of them to say that they made history as an all-girl space crew is also false for 2 reasons. Only 2 of them are actual astronauts or rocket scientists, and it's also been done already in like 2010. It really sucks because then they try to get you by turning into something that it's not. Gail King, it's not sexist that we said that your ride to space was a ride. That's what you did. I don't get in Ubers and then come out requesting that they pay me like I'm the one that drove there. I don't have a car. So it's not sexist to say that you guys took a ride to space with your custom astronaut suits and your stiff hair. The viewing experience sucked. It's not sexist to say that all 6 of you took a ride. What's sexist is that Jeff Bezos sent y'all off in a ship that looks like something that Funky Frog Babe would promote during one of her ad breaks. At least I'm interested in what she's selling. You know how rich people are stupid? Imagine if one of them also happened to be a flat earther while they went into space. It would look like a toothpaste commercial because only 5 out of the 6 passengers would be having a good time. Oh my God, we're in space. Guys, we're really in space. Are we? I didn't notice. I was too busy looking at this daisy that I brought from the earth. Wow, the world is so beautiful. Gail, what do you think? Gail? Hello? Earth to Gail? Get it? Because you're looking at Earth? Gail? Gail! It's round? But how could this be? All my theories, all my denying the education provided to disprove this. And it's fake. All false? I knew it. What's this? The planets revolve around the sun? I thought the Earth was the center of the universe! How is this possible? Katie, will you stop fucking with that stupid ass daisy and look out the window? You'll never get another chance to ever see Earth from this position ever again. Not true. I'm rich. I'll just take another ride next week. Yeah, you're right.
Don't call it a ride.
Right. And also, I'm just filled with so much love. After being up here, you really forget how beautiful the Earth is. You wouldn't forget it if you looked at the Earth that's literally behind you. La 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 la, can't hear you. Too busy staring at the Earth's beauty. Oh my gosh, I can't believe that I agreed to come to space with these bitches. And after seeing a blunder like this, the first thing that came to my mind was, you know what, there are tons of celebrities. I wonder what other tone-deaf celebrity moments look like. So now I wanna take a look. Just a quick look. 17 times celebrities made out-of-touch comments about money and privilege. And I'm pretty sure these are like the most damning 17. I'm pretty sure there's a lot more where these come from. Fame, wealth, and privilege often go hand in hand. If a person has lived in that bubble for a long time, or even their entire life, then they can lose touch with what life is like for people outside of it. They sometimes seem to forget that not everyone has access to the same resources, from organic food to personal staff, as they do. As a result, they may offer advice or make remarks that come off as, well, super privileged and out of touch, like taking up space. Here are 17 times celebs made out-of-touch comments about money and privilege. During a 2009 interview special, the interviewer told Mariah Carey that his to-do list included pay the bills. In reply, she asked, pay who? Bill who? Duh. Mariah Carey came up from the she started from the bottom, right? This has nothing to do with her being tone deaf or out of touch. Everyone knows what the fuck a bill is. You learn about bills as soon as you're born. Your mom has to pay those bills because of you. That's like the only thing you're at fault for. I think it's very disingenuous for her to even give the idea that she is so rich that she doesn't know what a bill is. It'd be different if she was like, I haven't had to pay my own bills in a long time. But to sit there and to act like you don't know what a bill is, you for sure had Nick Cannon paying child support. Damn. That's a bill that he has to pay. That's debt that he owes. Come on, Mariah Carey. Somebody ought to double pump you in Fortnite. We can do that now. They don't have these listed. Why is this website like this? In 2021, Dixie D'Amelio told Vogue, I fully got into college in August of 2019, and I decided not to go just because traveling back and forth was going to be a lot. I was also really scared because I saw someone make a TikTok saying that they would play my songs at a frat party, and that's really, what? Like, turn me away from going to school because I don't think I could handle that level of embarrassment. Listen, the D'Amelios are so popular, I couldn't imagine being like, you know what, I don't want to go to college. I'm too popular to go to college. If I went to your college right now, everyone would just start playing my really good commentary videos at the frat party. It wouldn't even be a party. It'd be a Joshua College frat party watch together, and I don't think I could handle the embarrassment that comes with watching my videos at a college frat party because I'm just so famous. Yeah, that one's pretty bad. The space thing is for sure the word that takes the space. It takes the cake of every single one of these moments. But before the space thing, this is pretty bad. Even in 2021, especially because we were going in or coming out of COVID, whichever, it was still a COVID era. Going to school was kind of a privilege because everybody was staying inside. There's a list of things from the whole travel aspect, and regular people have to do these things. You think she would be smart enough to keep her mouth closed, but no, we don't need to worry about any past things that Snoop Dogg said. He showed his true colors after the election. Responding to criticism that, unlike many of his peers, he didn't use his music to address police brutality in the US in 2015. A$AP Rocky told Time Out, I'm A$AP Rocky. I didn't sign up to be no political activist. I want to talk about my motherfucking lean, my best friend dying, girls, my jiggy fashion, and my inspirations in drugs. I live in fucking Soho and Beverly Hills. I can't relate. I go back to Harlem, it's not the same. It's a sad story. I gotta tell you the truth. I'm in the studio. I'm in the fashion house. I'm in the bitch's drawers. I'm not doing anything outside of that. That's my life. These people need to leave me the fuck alone. You're a rapper. That's the whole point of rapping. A$AP Rocky thinks just because he's rich and handsome and is with Rihanna and has had multiple kids with Rihanna that he could just be so out of pocket, so out of tune. What's the number 3? Oh wait, they have the aftermath after. A year later, the interview resurfaced, leading to renewed criticism. Rocky told The Breakfast Club that the quotes have been taken out of context. He said, the racism is real. I don't go to the middle class American cities. We're in the major market. We don't know what it's really like for the people who go to work and come home every day. We don't know how they get along. What I see and try to promote is unity. Racism is real. I don't go to broke cities. We in the big city. I ain't never been broke before, so I don't know how broke people act. He went on to compare the damage his previous comments did to his legacy to the way sexual assault allegations ended Bill Cosby's career. And finally, in 2013, Dr. Dre and his Beats Electronics co-founder Jimmy Levine donated $70 million to the USC to build a new academy with their names on it. 6 years later, Dr. Dre posted about his daughter's college acceptance on Instagram, writing, my daughter got accepted into USC all on her own, no jail time. Yeah, I think it's the worst, specifically when people from the black community do this, right? It hits so much harder because he's not only jabbing at poor people, but he's specifically jabbing at us and kind of making it a stereotype thing. Dr. Dre has done terrible things to his wife, if I remember correctly. And I think he also hates his daughter, or that's 50 Cent. Regardless, never let these celebrities, all they have is the material stuff. These people don't love each other. They don't like each other. They have terrible relationships with their family, and it's because of the amassed amounts of money that they have, and they don't want to give it away to help nobody else out. These guys are assholes. It's hard right now, and it's gonna continue to be hard. But as long as we stick together and agree that he's bald and there's nothing he can do about it, we should all come into... I lost it. It could have been inspirational. I'm just not there yet. Following backlash, he just deleted the post. He didn't even say anything. Dr. Dre is smart enough to know when to shut up, though, unlike the rest of these celebrities. The rest of the celebrities, usually when they respond, they're like, my words were twisted. I didn't mean fuck you, okay? I wasn't even pointing at you. That's all I really wanted to talk about, though. I tried to look at the aftermath and the rest of everyone's interviews, like Katy Perry's, but I didn't really care. But I can assume that it went something a lot like this. So, Katie, what was the most beautiful thing that you saw in space? That's easy. My reflection. Excuse me? I looked amazing. I still don't have a name for you guys yet, so just imagine that I do. I'm gonna go take a trip to the moon and back, maybe twice, because I want some space cheese. I'll see you guys later.